Hello everyone, it's your girl Robin Shockley with Focus Forward Robin on the go, because you never know where I'm going to be. I'm here today with author Erick S. Gray. Welcome to the Focus Forward Robin Show.
Thank you for inviting me and having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we have some books in front of us and we're going to talk about these books because your name is on every single one of these books.
Yes, they are.
Yes, and you've got plenty more, you've already told me. So, but I want to find out a little bit of history about you, if that's okay, Erick.
That's fine.
Okay. I want to know what made you get into writing. How old were you when you started?
I think I started around 13, 14. At first I liked sci-fi, so I wanted to do like science fiction. Big Star Wars fans, Star Trek and stuff like that. So I wanted to do stuff like that, but then, as I got older, I'm a big fan of like Juice and Boys in the Hood.
Okay.
Me coming from Jamaica, Queens, Southside, I was like, man, I wanted to tell a story like Boys in the Hood.
Okay.
I think John Singleton told it was phenomenal.
How old were you when you first saw that movie?
When it came out, I was 14?
Okay.
Yeah, I was 14.
So is that when you got passionate about writing?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I got passionate about writing, but when I started doing writing, I wanted to do sci-fi. But then when I started watching Boys in the Hood, I was like, man, that was my first experience to see how the West Coast was, because I'm an East Coast baby. I'm from New York. So seeing Boys in the Hood and Men's Society, I was like, man, I've seen stuff like that before. I've been there, so I wanted to tell a story that kind of relate to my family and my life. So that's why I got more into writing. I kind of transitioned from doing sci-fi to more like urban crime and stuff like that, because I felt like writing at that time was becoming more therapeutic for me. It was more open. And then my mother always said, you gotta learn how to express yourself. Either through sports, arts, writing, and everything. So that's how I expressed myself. Was writing poetry.
Was writing, okay.
Yeah,
so you first started writing poetry.
When I started writing books and sci-fi, I started writing poetry when I got older. When I got, you go into the heartbreaks and you go into the drama. So, because I feel the best poetry is more when you go into a lot more pain, more seasoned.
Because you go deep into your soul.
Deep into the stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why I started writing poetry when I was in my late teens, early 20s, when I was going through stuff. So I was just.
I think it's very interesting because a lot of men are coming forward now with more of the script writing and book writing and poetry, like those poetry slams that they do and such. And before, you didn't hear that many years ago. It's kind of like it's coming more as far as the poetry part. It's like it's coming more evolved now, I think.
Well, maybe from New York. Is
it everywhere?
They're everywhere. So,
really?
New York, we had it's called ABC Alphabet City. Okay. We had the Norwegian. So you've seen a lot of male and female poets that's really phenomenal. So coming up in New York, Queens, Brooklyn, going to school, going to college, I've been around there a lot. One of my mentors, rest in peace, he taught me how to improv.
Okay.
He taught me about improv and how to carry yourself, your voice, the meaning. Okay. And so, unfortunately, he committed suicide about over 20 years ago. But
he was an influence in your life. So he's one of the positive influences.
Yeah, because I was part of the drama club in college.
Okay.
So it was very good.
So drama. So were you in acting?
I tried to act. Acting is not my forte.
You're more of the writer to bring the characters to life.
I'm more behind the scenes. I'm more of a poet. I'm more of a writer. I'm more of a...
Okay.
I might be a little better at acting now. I did a few stuff on film, but that's...
Okay. So you were born and raised, like you said, in Jamaica, Queens. Okay, and so... you're here in South Carolina. You're here in Greenville, down in the Southern Belle City of Greenville, in the heart of it. So, welcome to our state. How long have you been here?
I moved out here in 2012.
Okay.
But I've been familiar with South Carolina. My father's from Spartanburg.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I was that, growing up. I was that, in New York, coming out here for the summertime, see my grandmother, my cousins, go back to New York, and it's funny because when I was younger, I was like, I couldn't wait to get back to New York, man. I just wanted to go. But as you get older, you be like, man, you appreciate it more. The tranquility, the pace. It's like, man, I love it now.
Do you?
Yeah. Because when I was young, I was 16, 17, 19.
I think as you get older too, because me, when I was younger, I wanted to travel, I wanted to get out of this place. But then once I've had the opportunity to travel to Hollywood, New York, Chicago, all these big places, it's like, I just wanted to come back home, and it's peaceful, and it's still that small town feeling where you can embrace getting to know people.
I love it, especially when you got kids, man.
Yes, and you do have a daughter and another daughter, and how many children you have?
Right, my youngest is 9 and the oldest is 24.
Okay, okay.
Then I got in between. I was married, so I got in between kids.
Okay.
A son, he's 16, another one's 21.
Okay, all right. A blended family. I get that. That's wonderful. Well, so we are glad that you're here with us in South Carolina, because otherwise I may have not met you. And it's so crazy. I love to talk about how people that I have met and get to know. And you were in one of the local stores getting some business cards or promos or something.
I was getting what was it? What was it?
Staples?
Was it Staples? One of the stores. Yeah, it was Staples.
Yeah, Staples.
I forgot. So I was getting business cards made up and my promo flyers for my movie.
Okay.
And it's funny because when the young lady, she seen it, she like, what do you do? And I was like, oh, I do movies, I do bullet. And she said, oh my God. She put up your name.
Yep.
I was like, I know.
Put my name in the atmosphere. Yeah. That's what it's about.
She like, you would love to meet her. Yeah, I need to, man. Because she told me you do movies and you do everything else and promotion. I was like, man, and that's how things work out.
It is, and it's so exciting because kudos to Kristen Locke. She is one of my Swift magazine graphics designers. She helps with my awards, and she helps whenever it's needed. She helped me in the beginning stages, and so thank you so much for putting my name in the atmosphere to Erick. And so that's how we got connected. I think it was like several months later we connected, and then we had a meeting downtown, and I met your lovely little girl, Precious, and so it's really cool how we connected. So I love to talk about that because, guys, if you're not getting connected to build your business brand, how are you going to get exposed? You got to get yourself in the rooms and let those rooms work for you. And that's exactly what Erick did. Somebody put my name in the atmosphere. So he looked me up, did a little bit of Googling research. I heard you tell me that, I know who you are, I looked you up. So you got to make sure you get connected to people that are going to be out here willing to help you build your brand. And as you notice, we are from two different cultures. And so the thing is, you don't have to stay within your same realm of people, because if you're wanting to build your brand and you want it to grow, you have your certain target markets, yes, but you've got other people that are willing to help you get that exposure. And that's what this interview is all about. So you can find out who author Erick S. Gray is. I'm so excited to have him in the room with me, because we're going to talk about all these books. We're going to go in depth about why he chose to write. We're going to talk about some of the details of the books, and then we're going to talk about some of the movies where his books have been put on television, okay? So we're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we're going to go more in depth to who author Erick Gray is. Stay tuned. Focus Forward with Robin. You never know where I'm going to be. We're right here in Greenville, South Carolina.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Erick S. Gray. I'm an author, producer, poet. I do it all. I'm sitting here trying to promote my books. Solomon Dark, Gun, Butter Soft, and the Kingpin Queen series. I'm missing part 1 now, but you catch it online. Representing Queens, New York, now living in South Carolina. And I'm here with Focus Forward with Robin. Doing our thing. You can catch me at the Jock Lot on weekends from 8 to 3, Saturdays and Sundays. I'm out there selling my book. I'm online. I'm on social media. I'm your breakaway, man. I'm everywhere. So catch me where you can, man. Focus Forward with Robin. And this is Erick S. Gray. Peace.
We're back. This is your girl, Robin Shockley, with Focus Forward with Robin on the go, because you never know where I'm going to be. We're here talking about building business brands, and I have an entrepreneur here in the room with me today, Mr. Author Erick S. Gray from Jamaica, Queens. He's been telling us about his life story. He's telling us how he got into writing, who was an influence to his writing, as well as letting us know why he's here and how he loves the Carolinas now and how we met. But you know what? Right in front of us, we have some amazing books, and we're going to talk about some of these titles of the books and some of the inside of the book. So you want to start, first of all, how many books have you written?
I think over 2 dozen, maybe 24 novels.
24 novels. And these aren't, if you look, these are not thin books. They're pretty thick.
I think my average books be like 200, 300 pages.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. You know what? That is so intriguing, because it takes a lot for somebody to, because me, I'm just a little bitty writer. I've been writing since I was young, but you know what? I'm not going to speak negative. I'm going to speak it into existence. Who knows? I may be writing me a novel one day. I might get past my little motivation devotional books in my magazines and make myself a novelist. Who knows? Be like Erick. So Erick, let's talk about which one of these books you want to talk about first.
We could talk about Gun for that, because
This one. This one. Okay.
Because this is one of my first. This is different for me. These two are different for me because I started doing urban crime novels, urban books, and I started writing erotica. But this is more of a supernatural crime novel, supernatural stuff. This is about the devil designs a handgun, 357 the corrupt man's soul, and Omar is a young Christian boy grew up in the church, ground in Brooklyn, grew up poor. He is bullied, and he ends up, the gist of it, he ends up finding a gun that was designed by the devil.
Okay.
And it's like I was influenced by that song that Nas wrote, Gun, about a gun, it's passed from hand to hand. Okay. So this gun gives him authority, power, but it corrupts his soul. So Omar, being who he is, being bullied, he transitions from that young bully kid to this gangster because he's influenced by evil. But it's a lot. It's deeper than that, though. I'm just trying to tell you the gist of it because it's deeper. Yeah. So unfortunately, he grew up poor. His mother passed. He's like, why us? I pray every day. I go to church. Why are we living like this? Why are we poor? So when his mother passed, that's just like the breaking
Well, this sounds like something that's reality, So when you get into your creative style of writing, how do you tap in? What gives you the thoughts to go into writing the stories? Is it relatable to your own life, or to maybe to people that you know, or what triggers your writing skills?
Some stuff in the beginning, it was more of what I knew about life, about family, friends, what they went through. And I always said, when you start writing, write what you know at first, write from experience, and then as you move on, study stuff, move on to different genres, different cultures, whatever. So when I started writing, it was just writing about my life, stuff that happened to me growing up, my family, going on. So and then as I started progressing my writing, I said, I can't. Cause sometimes you don't want to write the same stuff, like the same shit different totally. It's like you wanna do things different. So I started doing more erotica, poetry. Then I transitioned to doing crime novels. Okay.
Well, let's talk about this one.
Now this one, I don't think they're ready for that one.
It's got to be clean. Is it rated R?
Well, this is my first vampire novel.
Oh, okay. We got a lot of people out here today. I love watching Twilight,
but it is not Twilight.
Oh, it's not.
This is about okay. So I like period pieces, like history.
Okay.
And it's about a young black slave in 1850 South Carolina. He becomes a vampire.
Ooh.
And he living on a plantation. So what happened is he has a strong will. He wants freedom. He's married to Irene, and he wants to escape north. Irene like, nah, we can't go because her family's here. So they it's kind of a split decision. So Solomon ends up Irene about to get raped by the overseer. Solomon steps in and beats the overseer to death. She tells Solomon, you gotta go. It would kill you. He don't want to leave Irene. He ends up gotta go anyway, went off, but they catch him, bring him back, and they beat him, and they sell off his wife.
Wow.
For punishment. So he has that will of, I'm gonna find her wherever she's at. Yeah. So fortunately he's able to escape again. He's captured again, but he runs into a vampire from Africa named Akasha. Okay. Akasha is a tortured, damaged soul from Africa who he wants to just burn the country down, and he wants to create a race of vampires.
Well, you know what?
It's political.
I love it.
History.
I'm gonna tell you. This book right here, I can tell you who you can sell it to. Ooh. You can go right back to Staples and you can talk to Kristen, because Kristen is in a project, working on some projects, and this is right up her alley. This is stuff she writes about. Yeah. So I think you and her will hit it off good. Y'all may even do some collaboration. Okay, let's talk about this one. What's this one called?
That one is Butter Soul. That one is it's about love, interracial dating, college. Then one of the protagonists is Nia. Nia's from Brooklyn. Nia she's about to go to school. Okay. And unfortunately, her boyfriend is killed too before she goes. She's shipped off to the South Carolina school. Okay. So she go to school.
To South Carolina school? Okay. We got South Carolina listed in the book.
So you got the characters of the book is Nia, Amber, Homando, and Tiffany. Okay. So Nia is the only one. Is the Brooklyn girl that comes to South Carolina. After her boyfriend is killed, she doesn't want to go, but his family like, he wanted better for you, so she goes to South Carolina. Okay. And it's more like it's called Butter Soul because it's about interracial. Okay. And so because he's like, and so she's a girl from Brooklyn.
Okay, scoot back just a little bit. So your head don't get chopped.
So she's a girl from Brooklyn. She's coming to South Carolina, fall in love with a white guy. Okay. You know, and it goes. I don't want to tell you.
No, don't tell us. We want to catch people's attention.
So she falls in love with a white guy, but it doesn't go how she expected to go.
So this is more like this is going to catch the college people.
So now Tiffany,
sci-fi and all that here, and college here. Awesome. Okay, what about these two?
Okay,
because this is a sequel. Because you don't have the first.
I'm missing part 1. So this is part 2. That's part 2. This is part 3.
Okay, and what is it called?
Kingpin Queens.
Ooh.
So in Kingpin Queens, part 1, which is one of my first urban crime novels I wrote. It's pretty much I got a serial killer in the book. Okay. And so I got a young man named Sincere. Sincere's come home from it. Okay. Sincere, he comes home from the army, and he comes home a changed man. He's a gangster, but he came home. He left 4 years. He came for 4 years. Okay. His family's his mother was on crack, but he come home to a different environment. She's clean. Sister going to school, but his little brother is not taking his part when he got left off in the streets. So unfortunately, to run it down real quick, his little brother gets killed. He goes out seeking revenge to kill him for his little brother because he had 4 years without him. Yeah. And then while that's going on, there's a serial killer that's killing young black prostitutes in Queens. And there's a detective novel too, because you got these detectives is seeking, but one of the serial killers is connected to one of the kingpins in the story. Yeah.
Wow, this is very intriguing.
So part 1 is that. Part 2 is more of a Bonnie and Clyde. Part 2 goes over the sister, because I don't want to tell y'all, I don't want to ruin for y'all, but part 2 is Sincere. It moves on from the sister, and he's still in the book. Part 3 is like all like gang war between 2 different factions, and I'm in part 4 now.
Wow! So this is pretty much your baby right now. Yeah. Okay, I love it, man. This is exciting. So let's talk about. You have some other, because we don't have a few minutes left. You've got some you got two of your books that have been put into a script for movies.
Yeah, I got. I put 3 films out. The one that my most recent is One Life to Live. That dropped last year.
I watched
One Life
that.
To Live. That's my baby.
Yes, very good movie. I watched that coming back from Texas.
One Life to Live. No Better Love.
Saw that one too.
That's the one with the. That's another short story I wrote to a film, and then I Bid for Love.
Bid for Love's the one I saw.
Bid for Love, the one that was in. She was in jail when she came home. Right. No, okay. So No Better Love is the one with the high school when the young girl.
Oh, okay.
The young girl baby. It's like a love triangle thing going on.
Yeah.
And she's sleeping with the security guard, and she's trying to set him up. So that's No Better Love. Bid for Love is a screenplay I wrote for somebody back in 2021. That's about a young lady with a drug dealer. Gets locked up for him. She does like 5 years, come on, trying to get her life together. Meets another man. It doesn't go the way she planned. And that's based on a true story.
Oh, wow. And that one's Bid for Love?
That's Bid for Love.
Bid for Love. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the one I think I saw.
Bid for Love.
And so, then
a lot of love. Like
wow.
Bid for Love.
Which one? There's
no
one that
love,
yeah.
And One Life to Live.
And One Life to Live. Yeah. One Life to Live and Bid for Love are the ones.
Yeah.
Now, one of them's on Tubi.
They both on Bid. So on Tubi and Prime is One Life to Live, and One Life to Live. I spelled it Lyfe. So if you look it up, it's Lyfe.
Yeah.
One Life to Live is on Tubi and Prime, and No Better Love is on Tubi and Prime, and Bid for Love is on BT Plus.
Yeah, you can Google it, guys, because I did that, and that's how I was able to find it, because I was not at first. I was doing Life, you know, and then then I figured it out.
That's the character name's Life.
Yeah.
Life.
So the thing is, what I love is that you took your passion for writing and you made connections. When we talked earlier in the other part of the video about making these connections, and you connected with a director who could actually put this together for you, which is pretty awesome. So it could go into the TV series. So for television.
That's what I'm working on right now. I'm working on 2 series right now.
Oh, really? Wow. Listen, guys, you want to connect with Erick, because let me tell you, he is doing some great things. Now, tell me where you sell your books.
My books are located on Amazon.com. If you're in South Carolina, Greenville in particular, most weekends I'll be at the Shockley.
The White Horse Jockey Lot?
White Horse Road.
Okay.
Saturdays and Sundays from 8 to 3. My book, you can find my book in Walmart too.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Barnes and Noble, but they still sell it there. Because sometimes they with dump stores, they have a short, shelf life with their books. And you can go any brick and mortar stores. It should be like in your area. But most of my books you can find online, brick and mortars.
Okay. Okay. So Erick, so right now, what's next for you as you are working on?
Well, right now I'm working on. I'll just finish writing this script called Sad Girl.
Okay. So you got something else brewing besides these
books,
two.
though. Well, right now working on part 2 to this. It takes place in 1920s Harlem. Okay. And I'm working on part 4 to that.
First of all, how are you able to work on all this stuff with the writing? Do you ever have dreams about these characters?
Oh man, I'm a walking book. I walk around every time I walk. I'm stories that's in my head spinning around like puzzles.
Wow.
And I just try to pull them and put them together.
Yeah.
Like when you're a writer, your whole world is like a canvas. You know, you sitting and talking to you, you'll be in the library, I can come up with a story.
Wow.
Just driving, watching TV, reading. I have so many stories that I'm just like, it's just like,
I love it.
I'm like, go loud. So I'm working on part 2 to that, part 4 to that, and then I'm working on two series I'm working on, just put out there. One is called Dark Badges, the other one's called, I forgot the name of my series, Broken Wings.
Okay. I love it. Oh my gosh, this is pretty amazing. So you're on social media, is that correct?
I'm on Instagram. My handle is egray28, EGRAY28 on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. It's author Erick S. Gray, and it's ERICK because a lot of people spell my name ERIC or ERIK. No, I spell it CAK. So on the book, ERICK, Erick S. Gray. I'm on Twitter, which is Erick Spencer. So what else? My website is called cgdproductions.com. It's an acronym for Corey Craig David. Those are people I lost over the years. My brother, my homeboy, my daughter's godfather. You know, they're not with us no more, so we created a company after them, CGD. cgdproductions.com.
Okay, so what is the average cost of each book that you have?
They go for on Amazon. They go for about $15.
Okay.
It depends on the life of the book. If it's a new book, it's going to cost you more. But as the book, gets older, the price goes down. But if you contact me, I give you a deal. I sell it for $12, $13.
Okay, so you guys need to hit him up if you're in Greenville, South Carolina, at the Jockey Lot, the flea market, the Greenville off White Horse Road with Mr. Shane Howard. He is actually from the area that we're at today in Berea. And so if you go down there, what do you have a particular aisle, or they just need to come look for you?
They come look for me.
Just come look for him, okay? He's gonna have those books everywhere. He told me, he said, Robin, if I had brought every one of my books that I've written, it would cover this whole table. I think that's pretty amazing. I want to tell you a quick story before we go. I'm a big believer in investing. I'm a big believer in sowing where I want to grow. And the first time I wrote my book, before I did, I invested a book in somebody else. Actually, 3 books by one author. I purchased 3 books by this one author, not knowing that I was going to eventually collaborate with other authors and write my own devotional book and have my own magazine company, Swift Magazine, that author Erick is one of my contributing writers for. So it's very important. So maybe you might have somebody that with the holidays, whether it's Christmas or a birthday or Valentine's, or just because you want to make an investment to let somebody know you're thinking about them, purchase one of these books. Go visit him online, or either go to the flea market and purchase 1 or 2 books. Make that investment. Buy one for yourself and buy one for somebody else. You never know what could come of it when you invest in other people. I thank you so much for taking the time to be with me today, sharing your story with us, telling us about, your creative and witty ideas of what you're doing with writing and what's to look forward to. It's pretty amazing. Do you have any last words that you could say to people that are wanting to write a book? They're wanting to be encouraged. And if you could just say something positive to them to focus forward.
I would say, if you do what you're doing, just love it, know what you're doing, write about it, keep doing it, and keep going. I'll tell you right now, keep going, because if you love something, you don't give up on it. Just stay in the room. Just keep moving forward. I say, and with this, it's not just motivation.
Yes.
You need discipline, and then with discipline comes consistency.
Yes.
And after consistency, you got achievement.
I love it. Discipline, consistency, and achievement.
Yeah.
All right. I love it. Love it, love it. This is your girl, Robin Shockley, with Focus Forward with Robin on the Go. You never know where I'm going to be. And I am here with an amazing celebrity book author from Jamaica, Queens, right here in Greenville, South Carolina, talking to us about all the books that he has written, all the projects he's done, and even some of his books are on television where you can actually go watch these movies. All right, guys, remember what I always say. It's very important to invest in other people. Sow where you want to grow. Get yourself in the room. Make those connections, because you never know who that person is going to help you link up to. If you would like to be on the Focus Forward Robin Show, all you got to do is contact me, hit me up, Google me. I'm all over social media under Robin Shockley, or just go to my website, www.robinshockley.com. This is what I always say. If you think a thing, you believe a thing. If you believe a thing, you will achieve it. It's the Focus Forward with Robin Way. Y'all be blessed.
Peace.
You're ready for the future, making moves past yesterday.
Business, business, business. Everybody is always trying to figure out how they can get their business brand promoted through social media. Well, hello, I'm Robin Shockley with the Focus Forward Robin Movement. I do PR services, and one of the things that I do is I give an opportunity for small business entrepreneurs to come onto my talk show and share their story, whether it's a pit-to-purpose story or whether it's just to promote your product. If you would like more information, all you have to do is contact me on social media. You can just Google me and you will find Robin Shockley. You can follow me on all social media platforms, which is YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and my website, www.robinshockley.com. I look forward to hearing from you soon, and we can do some business together. Remember what I always say, if you think a thing, you believe a thing. You believe it, you will achieve it.